the computer. Okay, so if anybody wants to go through this, they can. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share the screen. And I'm going to go to the instructions, and I'll share the instructions with you. So what the document that you have, there's a whole range of different things that I'll need you to do. A lot of them, anybody who's used computers before will have a sense of them. And some of them we've done already today. Some of them we haven't, and you'll need to brush up on them. Okay, so the first thing is that I want you to change. Okay, so can you see the document? Can everybody see the document? The Word document? Okay.
Sorry, Paul.
Yeah.
I have to leave early because I have to prepare my questions for an interview I have for another module. Is that okay?
That's okay. That's okay. No problem. You can look at this but this is just so what I need you to do is there's a few different tasks for next week to get yourselves up to speed on, to practice if you need to. Okay, so the first thing I need you to do is to change the orientation from landscape to portrait. Okay? The way you do it is you go to layout, and its orientation, and this document is portrait, but the document you're going to be working on is landscape, and you just change it from landscape to portrait. Change the font to Arial, change the size to 11, change the line spacing to 1.5. We've done all of those, and justify. Perfect. All of those we've done, or you've done. So the other thing I want you to do is copy and paste, or cut and paste bits. So task 3 is the home ribbon is where you do this from, is move the introduction section. So copy, paste, or cut and paste, whichever one you want to use. So move the introduction section to the top of the first page, move the conclusion section to the bottom of the last page. So what I want you to do is create headings 1 to 6 and number them, and then change the color of the headings to red. I want you to, so those should be okay. Just numbering them. 1 to 8 should be okay. So you just put numbers 1 to 8 before the headings. And then changing the color is in home, and you'll see the font colors you can change to a lot of different colors. What I want you to do then is apply bullets. What we mean by bullets, this isn't shooting anything. But what bullets are is, if you're in your heading space or your home space at around 3 o'clock, or sorry, number 3, there's bullets here. So what you can do is, if you have text, these are numbered, you can change them to bullets by just changing them like that. Okay.
Are we doing this during next week's class, or do we have to have it done?
No, you're doing it during next week's class. Is that okay? But you can practice it in the meantime. If you do it once outside of class, you'll do it in class handy enough.
Okay.
And then the 2 we did today, do we just send them on to you today, like?
Yeah, just put them up on Moodle.
Okay.
Okay. But what I want is, so next week, lads, what we'll do is I'll be putting you all into individual groups for about 15 minutes. And I'll give you a version of this. It won't be the exact same document, but I'll give you a version of this that's slightly different, but it'll be all the same instructions. And what you'll do is you'll do it in the class. So I'll just know then when I look at them that you can all do them. Is that okay? They're reasonably straightforward. So you put bullet points. So that's another thing that you need to be comfortable doing is using the bullet points. You do a spell check and a grammar check.
Do you want us to upload these in the meantime, the practice one, or just have a go at it?
No. You don't need to upload them as practice. No, just do them yourself in your own time. So it's just really that you have it and you're confident that you can do it. Don't spend, I mean, that you can go through each of the steps. Okay, this is something that we didn't do, is page breaks. So what a page break is where you just say, I want to put a page break here. I can go insert. And the way I do it, lads, I love this search tool up here. So if you look right at the top of the, if you can't remember, I can't remember exactly where the page break is. I should, but I can't. So I can't remember. So I just put.
It's in layout on our one, Paul, just so people know.
It's in layout. Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool. But I'm going to just show you this, Rebecca, just so that you have it, because I find it really helpful if you ever, is that if you can't remember how to do something or you can't remember where to find something, you go to this search tool and you go page break. And it puts a page break in. So once you type it in the help desk, or once you type it in the search, it'll find it and it'll apply it. But as Rebecca was saying, if you want to put it in, you can go to layout and breaks and page break. So that's the way you put it. Now I'm just going to go Control Z, 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 just delete all those changes I made. Okay. The other thing just to be conscious of doing is this thing up here. If you look at this document, Applied Research and Writing Skills, Computer Applications, Word Exam Practice. That's called a header. So what that is, it's sort of like something that appears on the top of all the pages. And then a footer is the ribbon that appears on the bottom of all the pages. Now we don't have a footer on this particular document. So what you can do, there's two ways of doing headers and footers. If there's a header already there, you just double click on it and it brings you in. So now you're in the header and you can change the header. And then what you need to do is double click on the main text. The other thing is you can say insert, and it over here, this is at about number 7, is header, and it gives you a style of header that you want to put in. And this footer, you can insert a footer, or you can insert page numbers, and you can set them wherever you want them to be. So that's it, lads. So all I'd sort of ask you to do is to just be confident that you can do all the bits that are asked there. Once you can do that, it'll be a test next week, and we'll do it. And it's 10% of this module. And what I'll do is I'll give you a slightly different document to the one that you're going to be practicing on. And I'll put you all into groups of 1, a group of 1. So on Moodle, you'll be on your own and you just do the document, upload it, end of story. And then we'll move on and do something else. Is that okay? So does anybody, this is just what I'm going to do now, if that's okay. I'm going to stop this. I'm going to stop the recording.